Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate your time.
Hey, Steve. Jeandra, Black Sports Online. Switching back to Canelo, we heard you talking about Canelo Triple G, and you picked Triple G as the winner. Does the rematch play out the same way?
Wow, that's a tough one. I want to say no. I think Canelo can actually beat Triple G, but Canelo's not used to having to run away and back up, and he did, and he got tired. This time around, I don't think he's going to fight the same way.
You know, people looking at the fight in the aftermath say that Triple G looks a little worn, that he's showing his age. Do you think that showed in his fight?
That's a tough one. I think sometimes. I think in certain parts of the rounds, but I think in every round he still looked like a young buck at some time. I mean, he threw power. He stalked Canelo for 12 rounds.
Switching back to MMA, what fights are on your MMA wish list for 2018?
Oof. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to GSP coming back and fighting Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping is such a villain, and I hope St. Pierre destroys him. And Freddie Roach, that's my man. He's coaching George St. Pierre for this fight.
And lastly, Smash Global, another event, Stop Bullying. Why is it so important for you to continue to do these events and bring awareness to bullying?
Because bullying happens on every platform of society. It doesn't matter if it's corporate America, it doesn't matter if it's domestic violence, it doesn't matter if it's children. It happens everywhere. And for this one, we're highlighting one that you'll might recognize, called the Sheenway Foundation.
Yeah.
And they enrich kids out of Watts in South Central Los Angeles. They give them all these programs that schools aren't doing anymore, like drama and art, but they also do boxing and karate to help these kids empower them. Amazing foundation.
Thanks, Steve.
Orosco, his event, Smash Global Anti-Bullying, man. I love this event. Tell us again, man, why you put the show on and the message you're trying to bring out to everybody.
I'm trying to put MMA on a luxurious and elegant platform, something I feel like the sport deserves. You know, boxing has so much class because it has centuries of history and build-up. MMA is growing so fast in such a short period of time, the crowd hasn't really caught up with it. So I want that boxing crossover. I want that Formula One crowd, you know, to come get involved in the sport, and I feel like it deserves it.
You're always looking real sharp, man.
Thank you.
Gotta ask you, MMA and boxing collided recently, last couple months, Conor versus Mayweather. What were your thoughts on it, how it played out, all that stuff?
There are a lot of proponents, a lot of people didn't like the idea. I think the publicity it brought for both sports is amazing, and I'm all for it. The only problem is I don't want boxing and MMA to ever fight. I want to be under the same roof of combat sports, but the fact they were together and brought both communities together, it was really cool from a marketing standpoint. Eyes on boxing, eyes on MMA, and I think it's good for both sports.
Last we spoke, I asked you about Canelo Triple G, and you said Canelo's going to get in that ass.
Did I say that?
The fight? Yeah. You watched the fight has happened.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you
Are you
did.
sure it wasn't Triple G's?
I'm sorry, you said Triple G. My bad.
Okay.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, you said Triple G's going to get in that. That's what I meant to say, yeah. So, what happened? What were your thoughts on it?
It's so crazy because all this talk, Conor McGregor putting a stain on boxing, this happens. That's a stain on boxing. You know, I mean, Triple G clearly won. I think it was a close fight, like round by, it's only like a few rounds difference, but it was a clear winner. You know, it was Triple G 100%. And I don't even know why they would want to draw. I feel like if Canelo, they gave Triple G the win, it was a good enough fight for a rematch, and there's actually even more hype and build-up. Canelo's coming back, Triple G's going to fight him again, so I think it would have been better if it was Triple G winning, and just give it to him.
And my last question, the rumor is Conor's going to come back to UFC, going to fight Nate Diaz a third time.
That's the only fight that makes sense from a financial standpoint, because they're going to stand and they're going to bang. It's basically going to be boxing with MMA gloves. And I think this time around, as much as I like Nate Diaz, I think Conor McGregor's boxing is going to be on another level, just from all the training. I think he's gonna tag him, and it's going to be Conor taking it.
Steve, well, tell the fans where they can follow Smash Global, follow this event, all that stuff.
Yeah, go to the website, www.smashglobal.com, Instagram Smash Global, Facebook Smash Global as well. Thank you.